I thought it was bad enough when they blew a 3-0 lead. But to go home against the lowly Buffalo Sabres, who have done pretty much nothing for the past decade, and blow a 4-0 lead in the way that they did, I cannot forgive them. You hear that? You hear that? I can't forgive you for what you did. What a shocker! Hawks lose again! 6-5 to the Buffalo freaking Sabres of all teams. After a 4-0 lead in the beginning of the second period, they proceed to blow it in the most embarrassing fashion at the end of the game. I kid you not. This is the most embarrassing loss of the season. Probably the most embarrassing loss in a good 2-3 seasons right here. This is unbelievable. At home, with a 4-0 lead against the Buffalo Sabres, who have done jack squat in this league for 10 years. And you're up 4-0. And you blow it. You even score to get out of the tie. You even score to break the 4-4 tie. You have a 5-4 lead with 2 minutes to go. I'm done with this team, man. I'm done. This is all karma. This is all karma. It's all coming on to us now. It's like, I don't understand. The Buffalo Sabres. This is worse than the Coyotes lost by every metric. With the Coyotes game, we didn't have the lead at all in that game. We got down and we didn't recover. It was just a bad game. This, you had a 4-0 lead. Like, I don't know. What am I supposed to say to make this game look any sort of redeemable? This isn't. I can't believe this team just did that. This team literally just blew a 4-0 lead to a Jack Eichel-less Buffalo Sabres from the late 2010s, early 2020s. Look, I mean, the only thing the Buffalo Sabres they have gotten over the past 10 years is Jack Eichel, and he does nothing for them anyways, and then beating up on a couple good teams every year. That's the woe of a mediocre, borderline awful team. And now it looks like things might be looking up for them. So, good for them. Good for the Buffalo Sabres if they finally make the playoffs next year. I'll be happy for them. But you cannot lose that game. It does not matter the opponent. You could be playing the holy crapping Tampa Bay Lightning right now at home with a 4-0 lead in the second period. You cannot blow that lead. You cannot blow that lead. It's plain and simple. You have a 4-0 lead in the game. You cannot blow it. Does not matter how good you are. Does not matter how good the other team is. Doesn't matter how bad the other team is. You cannot blow a 4-0 lead. Period. End of story. And not only did they blow a 4-0 lead, most games where teams blow a four-goal lead, 5-1, 6-2, 4-0, all that, they lose in overtime. But no, this team went one step further and lost in regulation in the absolute worst way possible. I kid you not, that is the most embarrassing goal that a Hawks goaltender has let up since I started following this team. Since I started following this team, that is the most embarrassing goal I have seen any Hawks goaltender let up. I had some high praises for Kevin Lankinen last season because you know what? Our other option was Malcolm freaking Subban and Colin Delia. We had no one in net. We were projected to be awful, and we were bad last year. But you know what? This team's even worse. And you know what? I thought this team was going to be better. We got Marc-Andre Fleury. We got Seth Jones. Jonathan Toews was coming back. Canada Brinkett would have a full season of action. Brandon Hagel was looking to be a good player. Does it not matter? We traded away Fleury and Hagel. They're gone. Jones has been pretty good with assists, but that, it means someone else has to score. Seth Jones scored his 5th of the year in this game. Taves ended up getting to number 10 on the year in this game. We're almost like 70 games through. I mean, the production from those two guys are not doing good. They're relying, for their point total, they're relying too much on assists. So many of these players are relying too much on assists for their goal totals. We literally have production from DeBrincat, Kane, and we used to have production from Hagel, but now it's just those two. It's just those two. We cannot. I mean, look, Sam Lafferty's actually scoring some goals. Sam Lafferty. Oh my goodness, that's pretty cool. Does not matter. Doesn't matter. We didn't have him for the full season. If we had him earlier, maybe we would have won a game before. Maybe we would have won one of our first 10 games. I mean, who else? Who else is actually? I don't even know anymore. Kevin Lankinen, dude. You've had some massive gaffes this season. The Leafs game after the Hawks came back from 3 down, tie the game. And then it's a bit of a freak accident, but still, you go back a little too early, and boom, former Hawk David Camp buries it right in the back of the net. The game is over. Hawks get nothing out of it. And you know what? Vinny Hinostroza scored in this game. Oh, how quaint. He was with us last year. Oh, that's pretty cool. Another former Hawk scoring against us. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, my goodness. And it was okay when DeBrincat scored to get us the lead. That was nice, DeBrincat's got 38 goals this season. He's literally the only person on our team who can score goals. I thought, as I've been following this team, I was like, oh, look, 10 goals. That's a pretty good season for a player. Do you realize how many, how many players you need to hit 10 goals to be a really good team? It does not take 5 players. You need more than 5 players to score 10 plus goals to be considered a good team. I'm realizing now, after looking at some of the stats from these other teams, how bad this team is and how DeBrincat is like such an outlier because no one can score. We have no offensive production, and the one game in which they put up a decent and good offensive production, the defense just crumbles. I can't take this. We've got the 2 Florida teams next. After this loss, not even the most optimistic Hawks fan in the world, which I might be one of the most, if not the most optimistic Hawks fan that actually, that's, out there. This season's over. This season is over. Like, I've been holding on to that sliver of hope all season long. I've been holding on to that sliver of hope from the very first game. I've had some hope. Shouldn't have had it all year long. That first game against Colorado, they let 3 goals in the first period. Went to that game before I even sat down in my seat. It was 3-0. I had a fun time in that game. It was the first game of the season. It was all fun and games. Woo! Yay! First game of the season. Oh, it's the Colorado. It's okay if we lost. We have the Devils next. We'll get our win there. And look where we are now. Look at the team now. They still can't win. They still go on these massive defensive just blunders where they just let up 3, 4, 5 goals in the span of like a period. I don't get it. How this team continuously does it. The defense sucks. Seth Jones a good defenseman, but he cannot single-handedly carry this defense. Cannot. The only bright spot of this defense. And you know what? I've been alluding to it in this entire video. I've been alluding to it, but I haven't even gotten to it. I haven't gotten to Kevin Lankinen yet. I've mentioned it a couple times, but I haven't talked about the goal that is like what everyone's talking about in the hockey world right now. I'm gonna say it. I've sidetracked for long enough. Kevin Lankinen. I've already said this, but I gave him the high praises after, especially early in 2021. He played very well in the early stages of 2021 because we were playing the garbage Red Wings and Blue Jackets. And this season, he has sucked. Thank goodness I got to pretty much see his best performance, which was in Anaheim. I swear that probably is going to be his best performance of the season, maybe even the best of his career. because that was fantastic. To go from that and fall flat on your face the way he did in this game, to just go from an all-time high to an all-time low in the span of 3 games. And I don't even think that even is 3 games that he's played. How do you let that in with 10 seconds left? Are you actually unaware? Are you actually blind? Like, how do you not know that the puck just hit the back wall? So if you go back to go defend the net, maybe you might hit the puck into the net. Maybe you don't put hug the post as well as you did, because then the puck goes in the back of your net. You let up a goal with like a little over 2 minutes to go to tie the damn game. And, we're 10 seconds away from overtime. And now there is no overtime. The team doesn't even get a point from this game. You lost after being down 4-0. How many more times do I have to say it? I can't believe it. This team is actual dog water. This team is garbage. They're the laughingstock of the league, and everyone who is not a Hawks fan is relishing in it. Is this what, I swear, I feel like I'm in the perspective of a Yankees, Patriots, every Steelers, name another team that is like universally hated. You either are a fan of the team or you hate them. I mean, we are becoming that team for the NHL. Like the Bruins, yeah, everyone hates the Bruins because, but we're next to them. Team has a massive scandal in the first 10 games of the season when they haven't won a game, and it's awful. That it puts our entire dynasty into question, which is just fantastic, by the way, too, because those some of the that 2015 Cup run was what got me into hockey. It was what got me into hockey, and now that run is now even being questioned because of the 2010 run and all the controversy now with the 2010 run, now putting the 2013 and 15 championships into question and putting an asterisk next to them for some reason. Personally, I don't see how those 2 championships anyway correlate with the 2010 team, because the fact that Aldrich was kicked from the team after the 2010 season and they kind of moved on. That was it. You can disagree with me all you want. But, anytime I see that goal, that Patrick Kane goal that won us the Cup in 2010, I'm never going to see, no one's ever going to see it the same again. No one's ever going to see it the same again. The team has had an awful season off the ice. Granted, it has done some great things. It's called for massive action in the team's front office. Stan Bowman's gone. Honestly, that's probably the best thing that's come out of this season, because the on-ice product has been... Jeremy Collison gets fired 11 games through the season or something. Derek King comes in. He wins 4 straight to start his coaching career. That's amazing. He beats the Predators. He beats the Blues in the first month or 2. He has Fleury get a revenge game against the Penguins. Then throughout December and for the rest of 2021, they pretty much simmer around mediocrity, winning then losing. Can't build a streak either way. They come back from Christmas break and just everything has fallen apart. The team has gotten worse and worse and worse and worse. And when I think that the team can't do any worse, it can't get any worse than this. We've hit a new low. We can't go any lower than this. The team finds a way. They find a way, and the perfect way to describe it is Kevin Lankinen putting it into his own net. Kevin Lankinen putting it into his own net with under 10 seconds to go. It pisses me off. This team is not supposed to be this bad. It shouldn't be this bad. But you know what? It is. And right now, it looks like it's going to be this bad for a long time. At this point, we also lost our massive attendance record, sellout record this season, which, it was going to end at some point. And honestly, this is probably the year to do it. And honestly, who knows? We may start to regress. We may start to see the mid-2000s Hawks again. I don't see this getting any better anytime soon. This season has been a mess for Chicago. I think I've gotten all my rage out now. The Hawks have the Florida teams next. Oh my God. As if it couldn't get any worse. They get to play the two of the best teams in the league in Tampa and Florida on back-to-back days on the road. Just get this over with. Just finish this season. I'm already struggling to get these videos out anyways. I'm just so interested in so many other things. I'm losing interest. And I mean, I'm getting the notifications on my phone. I'm like, oh, 4-0. How about that? They may win a game again. They got another lead. This is great. And then they lose. And then I find out the way they lose. And, you know, I mean, what do you... I've lost interest. I've lost interest. Like, when I look at someone like Steve Dangle, who's been doing the Leafs for 15 years, and the first, 10 years, they were absolutely terrible. The dedication from that man, that shows you how passionate of a Leafs fan he is. I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually be able to keep up with every single game next season while still going to university. I don't know if I can actually do it because, my schedule is going to be increasing because I'm going to be going in my junior year, so I'm now taking upper division classes. I'm taking harder classes. That's number one. Number two, the team's probably going to suck again if it becomes like last year where I get more and more disinterested. I can't do it. I cannot keep up with the schedule that the NHL has if that's the case, and I lose interest because, April's right around the corner. Baseball season's starting. I'm probably going to, during spring break, I was watching a lot. I was actually watching quite a few Cubs games. It was pretty nice to just watch and, not have to worry about, making a video. I'm going to be honest. And so I don't think I'm going to be able to do one for every single game next year. I don't think I can do it, especially if they suck again. If they suck again, I cannot bring myself to do it. All 82 games, it's not going to be able to happen. It's not going to be able to happen. I'm sorry. It's not happening. I've gone on for a long time. My vocal cords are shot. I'm sweating really bad right now. I'm exhausted. I just want to forget this happened. Damn it, man. This team continues to find new ways to lose. They continue to bring a new low to the season as when you think it can't get worse, it gets worse. And with that, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm done with this. That's going to do it for this one. If you liked it, please hit the like button. Please subscribe for more reactions. And more bad loss reactions, because I know that's what you guys love to see. I know this one's going to blow up, and it probably has. So hit that subscribe button for more of these, because if the Hawks aren't going to bring it to you, Chicago's going to keep bringing them in. That's going to do it for me. I'll see you guys next time.